Again, I'm watching another movie, right? It's a couple of years old. Got Nestle Snipes in there. I haven't got through the whole movie yet. And it's some shit I never seen before. But uh, I'm guessing it's either AI come to life movie. But long story short, they done built some kind of AI that can tell when the terrorists are lying, yada yada yada. You can kind of see where it's going. I haven't got to the end yet, but you can kind of see the little special ops team that came to investigate. The other team that was monitoring, worked. It was about a team of 4 or 5 people running the show at this one spot, and they were killed, and it's something invisible, And at this point, they don't want to accept, because first of all, the system's supposed to be infallible, it's on a quantum level, some bullshit. But one giveaway to where this film was going in the beginning, one guy said, "I can't believe this system's on American soil." So you know what this is about. It's in spying on Americans. Under the guise of protection. Looking for terrorists. So you already saw where it was going. And now finally the guy, the designer, he's he's digging through the system. Trying to find out how the other team got killed. Long story short, he's uh so now he said something like it's punishing us, but why? And I'm like, okay, we see where this is going. I don't know the AI, in Terminator AI just deemed the whole world needs to be wiped out. But I'm thinking maybe this one is like, because they're abusing what they're doing, and spying on regular citizens. I don't know, maybe the AI has some kind of sense of patriotism. Spying on Americans. So anyway, it got me thinking again, like what they're doing right now, taking away our rights under the guise of protecting, of fear. Just like after the September 11th, and like I said, if you remember, if you was an adult, yeah, we weren't in New York City, but I thought New Yorkers were survivors. We're survivors. We're New Yorkers. So why you gotta take away everyone's right? Try to. That was the start of it. The conspiracy theories when they started looking back. This was, an operation to scare people into, giving up your rights and freedoms so you could feel protected. But it's like, you know what? Who really after that felt, like we were going to get attacked? I don't even think the lawmakers and senators who signed on to that shit were worried about an attack. They wanted to make sure, but that's the point, and they all on Homeland Security now and tapping, all this shit, regular people phones and listen to everyone's cell phone conversation, period, no matter if they got a warrant or not. That's the whole thing. But just like now with this COVID, and it's only, like I said, it's like a bunch, only one bunch. And all of a sudden, the people that are so compliant with the government are the ones who supposedly hate the government the most. Black people. Just, they try to make, I don't want to get that coat. No, get away from me. Like it's a joke. Like when somebody, whatever, not the ignorant ones who really don't know how you really catch something. Like I said, with back in the day with AIDS, get away from me. We're like, you don't even know if they have AIDS. It's just because they lost weight. Hell, they could be on crack. It could be anything. You don't know why they lost weight. I think that motherfucker got AIDS. Ignorant shit. But these are the type that just so remember, like I said a couple of weeks ago, the first ones, like I think they were paid anyway. Seriously, the joke paid actor, but they're not actors. They just paid bums, to walk around with masks and gloves. Cause where the bums get masks and gloves? But they're all the ones, 2 weeks ago, just putting on a show, gloves and masks, gloves, just the fuck out of here. You're not fooling. You're not gonna scare it. Like I said, it looks stupid. You get out and go to the store, and you see all these people coming. As soon as I pull up, all these people with gloves and masks on. Walking to and from their car. It just look crazy. It looks staged. The fuck out of here. you know, and the place I'm at is never usually that much traffic anyway, foot traffic. All of a sudden, everybody's out, you know. You're not scaring us into nothing. Oh, we need more protection. No, and this is not working, you know. Like I said, like this idiot, you look like an idiot. You know, you're fucking idiots. Nobody's buying that this is a, you know, this is it. This is a pandemic. This shit, you know, is just like I said, this false flag operation is what they call it. And like I said, these idiots like Naylor is all the idiots who is like that. Remember that whole reason since the election of Trump was, oh, he's gonna try to be a dictator. He's da. He's not gonna rule over us. And you look at all the people that were saying that, they look, you know, they look sickly. You know, Naylor, the fat dude. Well, I call him Naylor because he looked like a diddler. You know, all these motherfuckers, Pelosi, all drunk and slurry all the time, like she had a stroke every day. It is like the people, like even when they were young and supposedly healthy, it looked like they were the ones that got picked on. See what I'm saying? They made it in the Congress, and it's like that's how you could tell because they're so stupid. They can't even, you know, they can't even run their con right. You know, they up there. It's easy to make them incriminate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like on Perry Mason, where or even Law and Order, you know, Special Victims Unit. Like I said, the female detective will go in, you know, the guy's suspected rapist, you know, in the TV show, and she'll play the bitch or whatever, you know. It's like another version of Good Cop, Bad Cop, but only it's the female. And they know the guy, you know, air quotes, hates women because it's TV, NBC, you know. So, yeah, so this guy's a violent rapist, hates women. And she goes in and she'll berate the male detective in front of him. And he'll, you know, then she'll walk out the room and, you know, the male detective is like, yeah, I can't stand this bitch. She always busting my balls. Then, yeah, the guy just confessed, yeah, I hate bitches too. That's why I cut that bitch up. Da, 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 da. You know, that's stupid shit. All right, you know, like a criminal is really just gonna be that easy to crack. Yeah, I hate bitches, you know, or either on, you know, the other shows when the criminal's on the stand and he's been questioned and they make him confess by just his ego. You know, he's an egomaniac. And, you know, yeah, because, of course, you know, it might be another rape case. You couldn't even get it up, huh, for a girl like that. Oh, you should believe me. I got it up. I gave her whatever she wanted. You know, oh, it's too late. You know, they realized they just told on themselves. They just confessed. It's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. But, that's what these idiots are like. You know, they just stupid. It is like, how are they? That's why, like I said, I kind of don't have too much sympathy for the people in them states that are really fucked up, like California, because you keep voting for these people. Or if it's some kind of voter fraud, Gavin Newsom shouldn't be the governor. You know, y'all need to say something because y'all the ones who, you know, with Nadler from and Pelosi and, you know, Maxine Waters. Y'all keep electing that woman. You know, she been there since '92 in LA. And y'all done wrought this hell on all of us. So y'all losing your houses and jobs, your kids can't eat, you know. Hey, you know, like the Bible says, you know, y'all, you know, you reap what you sow. You elected these clowns. You know, from the get go. Peach 45, you know, like I said, Maxine Water, Peach 45. Peach 45. And then the other one, the light skinned chick, what's her name? Harris, Kamala Harris, you know, at least she isn't as ignorant. She just, you know, you can tell she's just an opportunist. But, you know, all of them is just hell. I don't even trust that Gabbard chick. They're like, oh, well, Tulsi, she's done. Nah, I think she's a Trojan horse. Don't trust her either. None of that shit. You know, these motherfuckers are idiots. They'll tell you right to, they told us to our faces what they're doing. They're lying. Like I said, the idiots I talk to personally be like, well, it's the same thing they did to Clinton. I'm like, nah, I was an adult back then too. I remember. This is totally different. He literally fucked that girl or got head from that girl. Either way, she got semen evidence on her dress. They took a phone call and ran with it. Regular guy talk. You know, the only thing he would be guilty of is unprofessional language, you know, talking like he talking to his frat buddy. Cause like I said, to do me a favor is kind of personal. It's like sounds like they've been talking about it, and I don't care what you say. Is if you got a guy Trump, he's trying to impress us, but literally just by doing the right thing though, by doing what he said, unlike everybody else. And like I said, I know for a fact they get mad about that. They done it to me. It could be something as small as me doing something I told somebody I'ma do, and so I'm putting everybody else aside because I already told this one person I'm gonna do it. Oh, don't worry about that. You ain't gotta do this. Man, you ain't got. Man, I told the nigga I'd be there. It doesn't matter. I don't have to. No, he's not paying me or whatever. That's not the point. You see, so that's why he's telling the Ukrainian dude. I told these people we gonna fix that shit. You know, you got to get on the job, dude. You said you gonna weed out this corruption. That's not. And these idiots thought we was gonna believe them. You know, like they watching mob movies. See, that's Trump from New York. That's criminal talk. Do me a favor. No, bitch, you watch too many. You know, no more Godfather for you. You cannot watch the movie Godfather, you know, Goodfellas, no more for the rest of your life. It's just like a little kid. You know, you got to slap their hand. No, no more scary movies. You know, too many scary movies. You can't, you know, do me a favor. Oh, you see, he's threatening him. That was a threat. You know, did he rub his nose when he said it? Shit? Did he do the throat cut? Do me a favor. No, bitch. He just saying, do me a favor. Like I said, it's like you coming to visit me, and you always park right there in the handicap. You see what I'm saying? Like every time, even if it's only a couple of minutes, you just come to pick me up. I'm like, hey, do me a favor next time, don't park in that handicap spot no more. And make it so bad, you're doing me a favor, picking me up. But that's what do me a favor means, you know, because you're home. One, ain't no police gonna be around here like in a supermarket parking lot. But still, some of the neighbors might say something. You know, what if there was a handicapped person here, live here? And well, I'm only here for 2 minutes, man. It take you 2 minutes to run that. Nah, just do me a favor. There's other spots, you know, literally. I can see that happening. You know, there's other spots, but they park right there, and they're not supposed to be. So do me a favor, just I live here, dude. Don't do that. That's not a threat. That's not do me a favor. Don't park there. Or this is it. This. Whatever, niggas. You just say your prayers. You finna be on T-shirts. Your family finna be pouring out liquor. Better not park there. And they come. You know. And yeah, you might have an asshole. Man, fuck that shit. I'm out, But that's what do me a favor means. It's not do me a favor. Kiss my ring and, you owe me. Do me a favor. Like, no, bitch, no more fucking movies for you ever again, Hell, but when they're in prison, but now in prison they get to watch movies. We all seen that. They got the day room. But yeah, it is just like dude just came out. I don't know if he even lives here. But remember I said when I be driving, they be pulling up in the car club all over the city with them Chargers or Challenger or whatever, which one of them is a 4-door is Charger. One time a couple of weeks ago, one of them pulled out in front of me. Literally, I'm the first car just out of nowhere. Doing that hot boy shit, well, Rough Rider shit from the 90s, they had the motherfucker, on a scooter and dirt bikes, just like the 90s Rough Rider, wheelies, nigga, I got on my horn, bomb, I rolled it, y'all niggas don't get, I promise you, the fuck out the way. Then I started moving, you gotta stop at first, because he wasn't supposed to pull out, he blocked traffic, like, I bet they won't hit my car. Shit, nigga, you crazy as hell. Then finally they took off, once I started moving. People behind me started blowing the horn too. But, I'm like, nigga, if y'all don't get the fuck out the way with that fucking fuck nigga shit, nigga, this ain't exactly New York City, whatever. That's where they, whatever. California, they do it too, but I don't care. I was never, in the 90s. That wasn't something, I'm looking at, damn, I gotta get me a motorcycle or a scooter or ATV and pop a wheelie. No, I thought it was stupid as fuck. Not because I was in the army, but I'm just saying, that shit was lame. One gangster to me. You look like a bunch of kids on dirt bikes. We the same age, niggas. What the fuck? Y'all niggas should be doing something. Y'all niggas, stealing and whatever you doing, selling dope to buy a fucking motorcycle. dirt bike in the city. You on a fucking 80cc or 125 doing wheelies and fucking a goddamn on a city block. Go take that shit to the dirt track like you're supposed to. Yeah, that way you want to impress me. Hit some of them jumps and shit. Show me some of that. Fuck all this shit. You riding up and down the city block on a dirt bike, popping wheelies and shit. It had nothing to do with jealousy. Sorry, I just thought that shit was, weak as fuck. Y'all niggas popping wheelies. It was on grown man shit. Niggas, you riding on a bike. Yeah, you probably stole the motherfucker anyway. That's not no white folk. Oh, instead of no, bitch, you a thief, nigga. Shit. Motherfucker, I catch you in my shit, it's over with. But anyway, shit. Like I said, yeah, it's like it's like who did y'all scare? The public. Who really was scared? And just willing to give up all our rights. They trying to take the Second Amendment rights. No weapons. They try to take all that shit. And nobody's scared. Nobody's like, yo, we need y'all to protect us. The only ones are like in big cities. And according to y'all survivors. Like the ones making videos in Baltimore when Trump called Baltimore a shithole. We survived. Okay, survive now. Shit, the rest of the country ain't got y'all motherfuckers survive. New York City, y'all survivors. You're survivors, right? All right, yeah, survive. Survive, motherfucker. Shit.